Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for the JellyFish tutorial. I'm using a Santorini, but you could also use a chalk painted stone. My first step was to trace the Santorini and make a basic sketch of my idea for placement, which I held up in the beginning of the video. After that, I just used my pencil and lightly sketched on the Santorini my design so that I was able to erase any imperfections that I didn't like instead of messing up once I've already started using my medium, which in this case is inktense and watercolor. Once I'm done drawing, I will take my Artooli fineliner. For this stone, I chose number 05, and I'm going to trace over just gently so that my sketch comes up, but I can erase all my pencils and I'll still be able to see a little bit of the fine liner, because we're going to go back at the very end and retrace everything again. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just enough for you to be able to fill in, to be able to see so that you can fill in where you would like to paint. So once I'm done with that, I'll erase everything and do the background color. For the background, I chose to use Inktense, just one shade, and sometimes I like to wet my brush and then rub it on the top of the pencil. And other times I colored lightly on the background and then go over the whole Santorini with my water brush. Since I had the writing on the Santorini already, this time I chose to do my background with the tip of my brush and the tip of the pencil. That's all about preference, and don't worry if you don't have a water brush, it's not a big deal. You can use a regular paintbrush and a cup of water. Remember, if you're doing the JellyFish tutorial for the plane ride, make sure that you do cover all sides of the rock how I did in the video. There's no white showing on the sides or in the middle of the Santorini. Now once all that's dry, we'll go back and use my watercolor pencils or Inktense or both, whatever you have on hand, to color the inside of the jellyfish. For me, I just colored in the jellyfish and then I went back and used my wet brush. Mainly because the area is small, so I wanted to make sure the color was where I wanted it and didn't go out of the stone. So I only chose a few colors. I chose a lime type of green and a turquoise and a darker blue for the jellyfish. So I'm going to go in and mix my colors. I did a lime around the outside of his head and put just a little turquoise in the middle. And I used the dark blue for his tentacles and then some turquoise as well. Once you get done painting the jellyfish, you can let that dry and we'll go back in and add details later. So once I finish painting on the jellyfish, I just am going to go back in with my fine liner and retrace all of my wording to make it stand out and be darker. The word better, I just traced over again what was already there. For the word swish and jellyfish, I did Shelley's technique, which is writing fancy and then making the letters wide on all of the downstrokes. So I did that next. Once I'm done with the wording, I'm just going back in and adding a few little details with my fineliner pen to the top of the jellyfish's body and adding a dark border around the jellyfish again with my fineliner pen. This is my first video using InShot, so it's not moving as fast as I would have liked. My talking is a little ahead of my video, but I hope I explained it well for you guys. It's really easy, and once this is sealed with a shot of spray, I might even go back and add some sparkle because everything's better with sparkle. Enjoy. Thanks for watching and can't wait to see what you guys create.